Welcome to Modern vs. Retro, the show where the two eras of gaming go head-to-head in the most important combat on the planet. I'm your host, Mark Musso. Let's cue that intro. Today's category is cheats. What were they back then? What are they now? Are they still around? Yes. Do they matter still? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm answering your questions. So, first on the list. First is the amount of cheats that exist. Modern games are lacking significantly when it comes to this because what games have cheats? Grand Theft Auto, Saints Row, which is basically just Grand Theft Auto, and other sandbox games. That's it? That's all we got? That's lame. Almost every game had a cheat back in the retro era, and if they didn't, there was a way to get them, and I'll get into that later. But for now, 15 points to retro for having more cheats than modern. Take it. Second is the way that cheats affect the game. Like in retro games, let's say for example Contra, they had a cheat where you could get more lives. 30 more lives. 30. That's like more than 29 and less than 31. That's crazy. It's a big number, and it helps a lot with the game because that game is hard as crap. Modern, what really changes? Flying cars now? Yeah, I'm going back to GTA. Screw you, man. My channel, I'll do what I want. You don't like it? Then subscribe and leave. All there is GTA Modern. I'm sorry, that's all I have to say. Because what else can I say? What other games have cheats? And if you comment and be like, well, this game has a cheat that no one's ever heard about, then I'm going to say, no one's ever heard about that game, bro. Bro? I'll even say bro. How annoying is that? Sorry. Point is, retro cheats, for the most part, were more helpful than modern cheats are today. So retro, you get one more point. Third is the secrecy of cheats. Who do you think's going to win this one? Maybe the era that didn't have a bunch of cheats online at anyone's freaking mobile phone device anywhere? I mean, modern, you can just look it up. You can be like, yeah, I want Spider-Man 2 cheats. Why not use Spider-Man 2 as an example? But you could say, I want Spider-Man 2 cheats, and whatever cheats for Spider-Man 2, if there are any, would come up. Not like it was back in the day, my friend. Retro, you'd have to subscribe to Nintendo Power or another gaming magazine. You'd have to ask a friend, find out from word of mouth. It was a deal, a big deal to find out a cheat. Now, it's lame. 100 points to retro. Not even a number, but it is now. It's 5,000. 100. And the fourth and final thing is the way the cheat affects the game. And the amount of cheats that do affect games. Things that really alter the game and change it completely. And I'm going to go back to Grand Theft Auto, you can change, make people fly and do other stuff and change the weather and other, that's not really changing the game that much. But you can fly and stuff like that in some games, get jetpacks, all that crap. That changes the game. That's a game changer, if you will. But there are two words that just make modern keep 0 points this entire episode. Two words, two little words. You know what they are? Do you know what they are? Game Genie. Game Genie. Game Genie. You put a thing in, put the cartridge in, you put a cartridge on top of that Game Genie, and then your game is like hacked for life. You open up your little booklet, you like look for your game, type in the code. It's a new game. A whole new game. A new way to play Mario 3. I mean, you can change almost anything in these games with the Game Genie. I have some on all of my retro systems, and I would never get rid of them ever, because they are dear to my heart. And anytime I want to change a game, I can. The only good thing about modern is that now I can actually look up those codes online rather than having to buy a booklet. But still, if you don't have a Game Genie and you have a Nintendo, what are you doing with your life? So that gives retro 10 bajillion points, putting it at probably winning next to 0. Modern, you can have 5 bonus points just because. Feel bad for you. Thank you for watching this episode of Modern vs. Retro. I am Mark Musso from Musso Games, and I will see you guys in the next video. Outro, please. Speed up.